guys, welcome back to my channel, Shut Up and Read. As you can clearly tell, I'm in a new setting. I am actually at my parents' place for the holidays, and originally this reading vlog was going to be a week-long reading vlog. I want to do a themed one, but things didn't pan out so well because the book that I wanted to finish prior to starting this, I didn't finish in time, and I didn't have a whole week to really film and therefore have this video out available for you guys in time. So I decided to do a 24-hour readathon, but then I realized I didn't really have 24 hours where I would really just be able to sit here and read, etc., because I have plans with friends and whatnot. So I decided to change this into a weekend reading vlog basically. So right now it is Friday afternoon, it is December 21st. So this reading vlog will basically span between from now until sometime Monday, when I'll do a recap of the books that I read during this weekend. And I have quite a number of books I want to read this weekend, so we will see how well I do, because honestly I really don't know. I mean, originally it's gonna be a week long, so I was like, yeah, for sure I can finish it, but now that it's a weekend, I am a little hesitant about saying how much our reading I get done, but we'll see. So before I forget, the theme for this reading vlog is LGBTQ+. I did a poll online on Twitter and had you guys pick for me a few books that I'll be picking up during this reading vlog. So the books that I'm listing right now are the ones that won, I guess, as you can clearly see from the images that I'll be posting here of who won or which books won the polls. But yeah, so let me show you guys the books that I want to read during this reading vlog. So the first book that I want to read is this one, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. So I'm also reading this book for the Witchathon, and today's the last day, so I really want to finish this book today, sometime today ideally. I haven't picked it up yet, I haven't even started it yet, but we'll see how that goes. And the second book that I want to pick up is Darius the Great It's Not Okay. I've heard amazing things about this book, and I've actually had this book since BookCon or Book Expo, I forget, and I need to pick this up as soon as possible, so I'm really excited for this one. Then third book I'm picking up is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I'm actually going to be buddy reading this with a friend on Twitter, so I'm pretty excited for that. And I've also heard really good things about this, and it's also a mythology, like, inspired by Greek mythology, which is my favorite, so I'm really excited for this one. The next book that I want to pick up is What If It's Us by BECKY and Adam Silvera. I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm really excited to see if it's worth its hype, which honestly, I am really curious. The last book that I want to pick up is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha and Jung. This is actually one of my most anticipated reads for fall, so I need to get on with this ASAP because it's already winter. I mean, it's basically end of the year already, so I've heard amazing things about this, and we'll see how this goes. So as you can clearly tell, I have quite a number of books I want to read during this weekend. We'll see how this goes, because honestly, I mean, I'm gonna try my best, no guarantees. And I think I can possibly be able to finish this book, Aristotle and Dante, just because it seems like a really fast read, and it seems like a really fast and easy read. So I'm really hoping that I'll get to finish this today. And the thing is, right now it is currently just 4:30, so I'm actually leaving in about half an hour or an hour. So I'm going to read this book as much as I can for the next half hour before I leave for dinner with my friend, and I'll update you guys after that. Hey guys, so giving you guys a quick update. I'm actually on my car right now, and the shadow is like super weird, but we're gonna work with that. So I am currently on page 92 right now for this book. I read it for about an hour or so, a little less than an hour, and I'm actually kind of surprised by this book because I thought that this book was going to be about like a dual perspective. So this book follows two boys, Ari and Dante, and they are very different. Somehow they end up meeting one day during the summer, and now they become like incredibly good friends. And so this book I thought was going to be told in the perspective of both boys, but it actually just follows Ari, and I'm a little surprised by that because I'm very curious to see both of their perspective and see how, I don't know, their interactions together on the different perspectives or POVs, etc. But that isn't the case at all for this book, so I'm kind of not sure how I feel about this book right now. It's really beautifully written. That's all I can say right now for this book. And yeah, I mean, right now there's not too much stuff that's going on. It's been about a third of the way into the book. The book doesn't have too much action. It's more about their friendship and their interactions with each other, so it's a very subdued novel, and we'll see how this goes. I mean, this is not what I anticipated. I mean, yes it is, but I was just expecting more, I guess, specifically with the perspective. So that's all I can say right now, and I'm heading for dinner, so I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. I've been like starving for the past like half hour, so I will see you guys after when I read some more of this book, probably when I get home, to be honest, because I'm doing dinner and I'm getting dessert because, you know, I like my food. everyone, it is a brand new day. I didn't really update you guys last night because by the time I got home after dinner and dessert, it was like 10:30, 11, and all I did when I got home was read a little bit more of this book. I didn't read that much last night, to be honest. So this morning I woke up, tried to read as much as possible. I'm currently now on page 240, so I'm about like 2/3 of the way done, and I still am not really sure how I feel about this book. I'm definitely liking the characters a little bit more. I definitely like Dante a little bit more than Ari. He seems much more, I don't know, like humorous. I don't know, like in some of his questions, some of his letters that he writes to Ari is just hilarious to me. I just find him really funny. And Ari, on the other hand, he is clearly dealing with a lot of things with like internally with his brother, with his life, with his parents, etc. Also, this book spans over like a year, like more than a year, and I'm really surprised because it goes by so fast. I feel like I'm only 2/3 of the way in and it's already a year later. So, but right now I just don't really know how I feel about this book. The character's okay, the plot's okay, I don't know. I'm okay with this book. But anyways, I'm heading out to my nails right now. I need to get my toes done, which I've been trying to do for a very long time now. I haven't had time to do it when I was in New York. So I'm gonna go there, get my toes done, try to finish this book when I'm there. And then I also brought The Song of Achilles by Madeline with me. After this book, I think I need something more fantasy related, and this book is like Greek mythology. It's obviously about Achilles, which I'm really excited to learn more about, so really excited for this book. And then after that, I think, I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that, to be honest. I just literally made this appointment like not 5 minutes ago, and I like rushed to the bathroom, put on my makeup, and I was like, I rushed down. I was like, I need to talk about these books before I go to this nail salon appointment. So what time is it right now? Okay, so I have like 5 minutes. So afterward, I might go to a cafe. Not sure yet, but I do have an unboxing that I want to unbox sometime soon, preferably today, as in like when I'm done with my nails. So I was going to do that earlier, but honestly I don't think I have time to do a whole unboxing, otherwise I just feel super rushed. So that's it for now. I guess I'll just update you guys later when I'm done with my nails, or I'll take you guys along my nails, see, I don't know, we'll see. This vlog clearly is going to be a mess of a vlog, to be honest, because I'm just all over the place. So we'll see how that goes. So just checking in really quickly right now. I am currently at the parking lot of the bubble tea place I just went to, and yeah, I feel like when I'm in this area I just drink bubble tea a lot. That's pretty much how it goes. So anyways, last time I checked in I was reading this book and I finished it. I officially finished it, and honestly everything that I said earlier, scratch that, because this book is actually so good. It didn't really get good until the last third of the book, and that's when everything started to come together. It's when the emotions started to like peak at its highest, and I really enjoyed it. I now understand why Ari is the main perspective in this book, because his perspective was actually the most complex, because the entire time, like the first 2/3 of the book, I swear I was just like, I don't understand why he is the main character, because he didn't seem that interesting to me. But once everything started to come together towards like the really end of the book, that's when I was like, okay, now I understand why. And I understand why people really enjoy this book now, because I really liked it. I mean, to be fair though, like 2/3 of the book was not that interesting. It took a lot of time for this book to actually become interesting. So I'm not so sure if I like that, because I don't know, like most people will give up 2/3 of the way in, you know what I mean? That's like 200 something pages. So that for me I'm not super fond of, but I do agree that the last third of the book is worth it. So if you are having issues like I did with this book and you're struggling with the first like half of the book, definitely strive through, because I think the ending is really worth it, and I really enjoyed, you know, his revelation and his understanding and his like family issues, etc. And I really like this book. Dante, on the other hand, I still like him a lot, and I still enjoyed him throughout the entire book. He was probably my favorite character, but Ari definitely changed the most, and I understand why. His perspective was the one being featured in this book. So anyways, that's it for this book. I'm glad I finished it. I mean, look at all of these medals and awards that this book won. So they won it for a reason. Okay, so the second book that I picked up is Song of Achilles, and I'm currently on page 34. Basically, I read this the entire time I was at the bubble tea place, and I was there for almost an hour, and 30 something pages is not the greatest read for me. But to be fair, I was on my phone a lot, so there's that. But honestly, okay, so this book follows Patroclus, who is this like awkward young prince, and something happens and he's now exiled to the court of King Peleus and his perfect son Achilles. So this story is supposed to revolve around his son Achilles and Patroclus, their friendship, and how it goes into something deeper. And 35 pages in, I'm not super fond of this book so far. This is going to be a struggle read, I think, because it's kind of slow. But I've heard amazing things about this book, so we'll see how that goes. But as of right now, it is kind of a struggle read for me. So there's that for this one. I'm hoping it gets better because I really like Greek mythology and I really like the story of Achilles. All that happened so far was the Helen of Troy. She chooses her husband and stuff like that. Like, we all know what happens there. So all of that happened so far is how she went to go choose her husband, because there were like a ton of suitors for the most beautiful woman of Greece or whatever it was. So that's literally all that happened, as well as finding out the reason as to why Patroclus was exiled in the first place. So this name is a struggle for me to pronounce. But anyway, so I'm also going to do my unboxing right now, and I got this from Booksparks. I've been working closely with them for the past few months, and they sent me this box as a partnership, and it's like the Gilded Gala unboxing thing. So I'm gonna unbox it and see with you guys what's inside. I kind of already know because I've seen some of the other unboxings, but not too much, I think. So you open it, and the first thing I see, oh gosh, this is like intense looking. Okay, so this is what you see when you first open it. So it is the Gilded Gala, that's what it's called. I guess the gala is actually on December 31st, so by the time this video goes up, you still have time to partake in that if you're interested. And it's hosted by Booksparks, as I stated earlier, and this is the, like, you know, the spoiler card in terms of what's inside here. The first thing I see is this green little thing. Let's open it. It says eyeshadow single ombre something. We'll see. So this thingy, once you open it, okay, you get these like single palettes, I think. One's like this black color and the other one is this gold shimmery color. I'll see how to use this. This is by Morphe. I don't really know that brand too much, but anyways, that's the first thing that I see. Then there's like a bunch of little, you know, stuff here. Yeah, I haven't played with these in a long time. So there's that, and then of course there is some gold mask, which, you know, so there's a few of these in here. I guess this is supposed to be shared with someone else because there's two of everything here. I mean, there's two more of these too. So now I have, oh wait, JK, that was the same one I just opened. So there's also these, which I think these are like streamers or something. Oh, confetti, but I'm not gonna open these because, you know, I don't want it all over the car. Then there's a bunch of this. Ooh, these are kind of nice. These are like little, I'm not even sure what these are called, but there's this. So the last thing in this box is the book, and that's the part that I'm most excited for, and that is The Gilded Wolves by Rajneesh. I'm hoping I pronounced that last name correctly, and I'm so excited for this book. This book sounds amazing, and look how beautiful this cover is, guys. I mean, look at that. Actually, I'm surprised that the eyeshadow that they sent me didn't have green in it, because obviously there's a lot of green in this cover, but it just has gold and black, so there's that. So anyways, in terms of what this book is about, all I know is that it's set in the 1800s in Paris, and there's supposed to be like this mystery and intrigue and a lot of like glamorousness to it. And honestly, I'm really excited for it. I cannot wait to pick this one up soon. And look how beautiful. I'm just astounded by how beautiful this cover is. But anyways, I'm really excited for this book, and we'll see how this goes. I mean, this book is also a lot bigger than I expected. For some reason, I thought it would be smaller. I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, this book is gigantic. Like, look at the size of this compared to me. Like, anyways, so that's that for this unboxing. But anyways, that is it for today. That's it for now, at least. I'll update you guys later. We'll see how that goes. I'll update you guys later when I read some more, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway. guys, so I'm back in the car. I just came back from buying groceries, and I swear this is the first time where I have purchased groceries where it was literally all fruits and veggies. I always never just buy that. I always have some sort of meat or protein incorporated in there, so probably the healthiest grocery load I've ever, you know, bought at one time. But anyways, give you guys a quick update on the Song of Achilles. I'm currently on page 87, so I just got to chapter 10 over here, and honestly this book is getting slightly better now. It's definitely a lot more stuff is going on. I really like Chiron, like the centaur. He made an appearance in here, and I really liked him from all the Greek mythology that I've read in the past, so I'm really excited that he made an appearance and he's like a prominent like person right now, so really happy that he's here. This book, I'm still only like, I don't know, a third in, and it's definitely still a little slow, but we'll see. Hopefully it gets a little better. I don't think I'll finish it tonight, to be honest, because it's definitely a slow book and I kind of want to go back to watch my drama, so yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try to finish at least a half of the book and we'll see how that goes. And honestly, I'm giving you an update now because I don't think I'll give you an update later. It's already like 6:30, 7 o'clock right now, and it's pitch black outside, so I don't think I'm going to do too much tonight other than chill for a little bit, eat some dinner, read some more before I go to sleep, watch my show, of course, and yeah, and obviously eat all the fruits and veggies that I just purchased, which I'm so excited for. They look so good. I'm like such in the mood for like blueberries and blackberries right now, so really excited for that. Anyways, so I'll get to update you guys later. Hey guys, good morning. It is another day, and it's already, I don't know, like 11:30 in the morning. I actually just came back from church, and of course I went to get bubble tea as per usual. I love bubble tea. I swear I get bubble tea pretty much every single time I come visit my parents' place because there's just so many good bubble tea places around here and they're all delicious. So anyways, in terms of the reading, I pretty much, you know, guessed correctly how much reading I get done last night. So I was about 170. I think I was like chapter 16, and then I read a little bit this morning, so now I'm currently on 192, so I'm just a little bit halfway through the book, and I'm at the part right now where they are now like marching out to battle for the Helen of Troy, like that battle, great battle that we all know about. And I'm really enjoying it. It is a little bit slow. I think Madeline tends to do a lot of descriptive writing, which is why I think the book ends up being a bit on the slower end. So anyways, I'm hoping that I'll get to finish this sometime by tonight. I mean, I'm hoping I get to finish it actually soon, to be honest, because I want to pick up this book, What If It's Us, by Becky ALBERTALLI and Adam Silvera. I think after reading this one, I need something a little bit more on the fluffy side, and I think this is like a meet cute story, so I think this would be a more of a fluff novel, which is what I really need after reading this one. And honestly, I'm hoping this will be a fast read too, because it seems like it'll be a fast read. It doesn't seem like it'll take as much time mentally and everything else as opposed to this book. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to read for a little bit, and then I have to actually head out in like half an hour, 45 minutes to my friend's place. Well, no, that's my friend's place, but we're getting lunch. I'm getting sushi, which I'm so excited for. And so I'm going to try to read a little bit more of this while I just chill at home for a little bit, and then I'm going to head over soon-ish to get lunch. And then honestly, I don't know when to update you guys again, because by the time I get home, I'll probably update you guys, but at the same time, I don't know how much reading I'll get done because I'll be hanging out with my friend. So I might not even update you guys when I get back home, to be honest. I think I'll update you guys maybe like end of tonight, like really late tonight, or probably tomorrow morning, because that's just how it's gonna be. So this will probably be a really short update, but yeah, so right now I'm like halfway through. I'm enjoying it. I really like reading about Patroclus and his perspective. It is interesting to see his perspective, like everything play out from a very like minor character, as opposed to one of the big heroes, etc., that we all know. But I really like reading about his perspective because he kind of gives information about Achilles' perspective as well, because he's basically this like favorite companion of Achilles, and so obviously he follows Achilles everywhere, and so I really like that. But anyways, I'm really interested in seeing how this will play out. I think I've gotten to the part right now where they are about to do the battle, so maybe it'll be more action paced and therefore it'll be a faster read. We'll see. But as of right now, that's where I'm at right now, so I will update you guys later. giving you guys a really quick update. I just finished reading this book. Actually, I finished it earlier today, and right now it is already like 9:30. So anyways, I'm reading this book. I just finished it and I actually really enjoyed it. So after reading it, I actually went to do some more research to see who Patroclus really is and if he was like actually a character or whatnot. So I am really pleased and surprised to say that she actually did a really good job with following the overall story of like the original mythology, I guess, from the Iliad, I suppose it is. And so for the most part, that part like remains relatively faithful, but I guess what is her own twist of things is specifically his relationship with Achilles. So that particular part is completely on her interpretation of what their relationship really was. So that's that, and I really enjoyed it overall. I mean, it is a longer book in terms of how long it took for me to read, because I obviously thought I'll finish it a lot faster. But anyways, that's it for now for this book. Anyways, I decided to pick up this book right after, and I did not do much progress. I literally read for like 10 minutes and I was like, I need a break. So I'm currently only on page 10. So clearly not doing much progress at all. In terms of what this book's about, it follows Arthur and Ben, and they've had this like meet cute situation, which literally already happened. Like 10 pages in, they meet at the post office and they had this like awkward meet cute situation, and I'm up for that. So that's literally all that happened so far, and we'll see how this goes. But from what I understand, afterward, one of them is supposed to try a lot harder than the other one doesn't care as much, something like that, and they've had like many failed dates. I mean, from the synopsis, that's what I got from them. So I don't know, I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. Hopefully I finish it. Like, I might do some more reading before I go to bed tonight, but that is it in terms of my update. I really don't have anything else to say about this book. So 10 pages in, so So doing a quick update and basically a recap of what my reading was for the past few days. Totally meant to update you guys this morning or earlier today, but you know, it's Christmas Eve, spending time with the family, so didn't really have time to update you guys. So I just did some like few clips here and there to show you guys what I was doing during the day. But anyways, as a recap, I read these two books this weekend: Song of Achilles and Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Okay, so quick recap, I guess, in terms of what I thought about the book. This book definitely got better 2/3 of the way in. So if you were like me and was really sure how you felt about it, had mixed feelings about it, I think you should still stick with it until the end, because that's when things got more emotional and I was more able to relate with the characters a little bit more. So I really enjoyed it towards the end, but that was like 2/3 of the way in. So I think it's worth it, but at the same time, it's up to you if you wanted, you know, spend 2/3 of the book to just get to the part that was more worth it. So that's my thought on this book. The second book that I finished was The Song of Achilles. This one I actually really liked. I mean, I like Greek mythology in general, so this one I really enjoyed. This one basically just follows the story of Achilles, obviously, and from his childhood to when he became like the warrior or the hero that we all know him to be. And the thing is, it follows from the eyes of Patroclus, which is his like friend, like his very close companion, and I really enjoyed that for the most part. And I have to say, I was really impressed to find that how closely aligned with the original Greek mythology. I honestly have not read the Iliad or anything like that for a very long time, so I wasn't really sure how it went, to be honest. I wasn't sure if Patroclus was even like a real character or if he was like a character that the author made up to fit in the story, etc. But he was actually an original character in the story, and so I really enjoyed that. And honestly, the writing is very descriptive, so if you don't like very descriptive writing, then this book probably isn't for you. And because it's so descriptive, it did take me quite a long time to actually finish it, so there's that. But overall, I still really enjoyed it because I like Greek mythology, so this book was really fun to read. And then the third book that I actually picked up this past like 3 days was What If It's Us by BECKY and SILVERA. And this book, I'm currently on page 152, so I'm about 1/3 of the way in, something like that, so not too far. I mean, I tried to read a little bit more today, but honestly didn't really have time to read as much as I would like because I was like going out, doing errands, hanging out with my sister and my parents, etc. And I just came back actually from like a Christmas Eve service, so there's that. And yeah, I really enjoyed it for the most part. I think it's really fun. So right now I'm at the point where they have finally met up again, and they're on, like, I think it's like part 2 of the book. So I'm curious to see how this will continue, how their relationship will progress, etc. Because it does say in the flap that Arthur tries a lot harder than Ben does, and Ben didn't try hard enough. So I'm really curious to see how that goes. So far, I'm enjoying it, and we'll see how much I like it once I actually get towards the end of it. So for this past 3 days, I have read a total pages of, okay, let me see. Song of Achilles has like 350 pages. Yeah, like 352. And then Aristotle and Dante has 359 pages. So these two combined is about like 710, I think. And then I read at 152 here. So that's what, 860, something like that. So over like 850 pages for sure. So overall, I'm really pleased with that progress, and especially for like 3 days of reading where I was constantly on the go, meeting up with friends, hanging out with family, etc. So overall, I would say that for 3 days of reading, this was a relative success, especially the fact that I actually finished 2 books, started and finished 2 books, and I'm like a third of the way done with this one. So not too bad for 3 days of reading. So anyway, that's all to say for this video. If you have read any of these books, and if you like them or not, let me know down below why you like them or not. If you agree, if you don't agree with what I say, let me know down below. But as always, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.